Alrighty, boys. Somehow we made it to Libra Cup Finals. I honestly have no idea how I did that. Man, those last couple days in round 2 was really, really rough for me. I was lucky if I was even able to get one win in some of those. There were some rounds I just hit solid zips, lost every single time. But on the last day, on the last 5-round go at it after paying my 30 carats, I somehow eked out 3 wins and was able to make it to the grade A finals, so I'm pretty happy with that. Honestly, I'm just gonna be that guy. I'm just happy to be here. So let's take a look and see if we are able to squeak out a win, or if we just get stuck with 3rd place and take our treasures and head on home. Can I hit the back-to-back? I highly doubt it, but we'll take a look here. First of all, let's take a look at our honses for the Libra Cup Finals here. Just as an explainer, we are in Kyoto on turf. This is going to be a long race, 3,000 meters. Probably going to be like 3 minutes or longer. It's definitely a lot faster than what we did with the Virgo Cup. That was only a mile track, 1,600 meters, if I remember right. But anyways, right, fall, sunny conditions, and firm ground there as well. Field size 9, 3v3v3. Me bringing my 3 honses in first. We have naritataishin. Obviously, with her, I would have liked to have had the wit a little bit higher, but I was able to hit both the minimum speed and stamina requirements. For stamina, pretty much every horse you want, you absolutely need to have minimum of 1,000 with 2 gold recovery skills. Taking a look at her skills here, obviously we have Sleeping Lion, which is part of her innate kit, as well as Swinging Maestro. I got Swinging Maestro on all 3 of my honses here. Love the upgraded version of Straightaway Spurt here, Encroaching Shadow. That's definitely procced and helped me win a lot of races. She's probably been my most consistent top 3 overall for this cup. With this, I was able to inherit Umamusume with that and able to get the long S. Honestly, I was tryharding a little bit early. I was thinking about going 2 ends plus a pace chaser, but I was just having terrible luck with every pace chaser I was trying. I had tried Super Creek, I had tried Agnes Tachyon, pretty much the ones that had an innate recovery skill for their unique, and it just was not working for me. So just decided to throw in a mayanotopgun essentially as my 3rd, and we are running the 3 end closer setup. Hopefully we gamble and we win. But anyways, that is my Taishin here. Would have liked a little bit more power as well and hit that triple S with the 3,000 plus, but it is what it is. Oh. Before we hit the other trainers, let's take a look at Goldship. Everyone's running Goldship. I think there was only 1 race in all of the prior rounds that didn't have 3 gold ships in them. But with this one, you can see, obviously, with the stamina buff, was able to get her solidly in the right area with that. Got Swinging Maestro, Gold Home Specialist as part of her kit. Was able to inherit that Straightaway Spurt. Got Umamusume on her as well. She has been living up to her namesake as well as the actual horse. I mean, honestly, it's either been first or last with her. Nothing in between. It's been all over the place. Seems just like if that wit ever decides to proc, she does really well. If not, who knows what happens with her. But rounding things out, for my 3rd end closer, I decided to go with mayanotopgun. She has actually been doing a little bit well as well. Not nearly as consistent in getting the top 3 podium as my Taishin, but Mayano's been doing alright here. Mostly, I think, just because of the power at the end, she's been able to push on through. But with this one, I did try to change things up a little bit. Have been seeing some conflicting information with Let's Pump Some Iron. Some folks saying this is an absolute must-have on every single one of your horses to try and gamble and win. Others have been saying if you're in 6th place at that final corner to proc Let's Pump Some Iron, then you've already lost. But honestly, it's been kind of hit or miss for me in reviewing that, so I'm not entirely sure. Honestly, everything's always a gamble when it comes to these races. But got my 2 golds. Swinging Maestro, obviously on everyone, and then Breath of Fresh Air, which is in her kit. Got Ramp Up and Umastan along with End Closer Corners with her, as well as that Straightaway Spurt and No Stopping Me as well. And those are essentially my 3 honses. Hopefully, we are showing number 2 favorite just through the game here, but I would like to see either my Taishin or my Goldship win. Honestly, if I got any wins, it would be really good, but hopefully I'm able to get the Taishin her win. I pulled her pretty early on just off of a daily discount back when I didn't really know anything about the game, but I've been really liking her character and everything like that, so hopefully she hits at least top 3 podium, if not winning it all. But let's take a closer look at our very interesting at our opponents here. First up, we do have a pace chaser here. They're going pace with Ogre Cap instead of late. A little bit low on the main skills here, though. They do have 2 golds. What else do we have here? Shooting Star, I believe that is Taiki's inherit for that. And then what else do we have here? Tail held high. They were able to get head on long corners. I'm not too sure about that one. This one's really interesting though. They're very low on kind of everything here. What are they up to? Whoa, 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 whoa. They did not make this. They brought a debuffer to the end, except it's a Machikane Fukukitaru. But that wit is way too low. That needs to be like 1,000 plus to be able to proc all of these skills. God. How many debuffs do we have? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We got 12 debuffs for everything. Pretty much everything except for front. But we don't have... Why did you make her into a debuffer? First of all, why did you bring a debuffer? God, this one's just baffling me. Alright, so we don't have to worry about that one mucking anything up. So this is best, instead of a 3 out of 9 chance to win, we got 3 out of 8 chance to win. Okay, well at least they've got something going right with their goldship. They were able to get a pretty solid power out of that for that triple S as well as the long S there. They do have the 2 gold recoveries. They got Umastan, Straightaway Spurt. They threw another Stamina Eater on here. Holy unique, Batman. We've got Anchors Away. We got Flowery Maneuver, Shooting Star, and Triumphant Pulse. Okay, I don't know what this trainer is thinking, but I think we have a pretty solid chance against them, to be honest with you. So that's a little bit more reassuring. Let's take a look at our other trainer here, if I can pull them up. All right. We got their goldship. They were able to max out that speed. Stamina's a little bit low. They also don't have long S here, so that's effectively, what is it, 120 or 240 minus 240 speed overall that contributes to that. They do have a decent amount of wit and power. Let's take a look here. Alright, just a little farther. In position 3rd, about to lose the late race, so basically a late race catch-up there. They got Sympathy, so they must have had some leftover skills there. We got Straightaway Spurt. We do have the 2. Interesting in choosing Cooldown. Professor Curvature, Double Circle, and Closer Corners. Alright. I could definitely be a contender here. We've got a late Ogre cap. This one looks pretty similar to the one that I ran in Virgo Cup, obviously with a lot more stamina to try and make that up. What do we have here? Alright, we got Shooting for Victory. That one is Taiki's. We also have a Blue Rose Closer. That is Rice Showers, so interesting. We got... I'm surprised they didn't take Core Bond and went for cooldown with this one. They did put in an extra tank, mostly because that stamina was a little bit low, so they definitely needed an extra white skill there. Got Double Circle, Kyoto, and Late Surge or Savvy. Interesting. Alright, and then we got a front runner, Seiyun Sky. Ooh, this one's looking interesting. Pretty low on the wit, though. That's a little bit scary for them. They absolutely overkilled it, I think, with the stamina, to be honest with you. Definitely want more power and a lot more wit for a front runner for long track. What do we got for skills here? We got Angling, Scheming, Use Mine. What? Wait a minute, they don't have... This isn't a groundwork. What are you doing, dude? Okay, we got Double Firm. We got Fast Pace. Alright, decided to go Vanguard. So, they took all the gold skills, but they don't have 2 gold recoveries. They don't have anything... They don't have groundwork to proc. What are you doing? You definitely are a rookie trainer. I don't think any of them did it. Okay, this Ogre had S. Okay. Alright, so overall, compared to my opponents, most I'm worried about essentially are just their gold ships. This Ogre cap might give me a bit of a run for my money as well. I'm not too worried about, yeah, this Matikane Fukugita is just out overall. But let's take a look here. Yeah, hopefully we can take our experience in essentially with us and see if we can take everything. But like I said, this is a long race, not only just in distance but also in time. So let's go ahead and get things going. They do consider that gold ship the first, my Taishin second. They actually consider my Top Gun third, and then my Gold Shi is 7th. Alright, well, let's get things going. Honestly didn't think I would make it, but here we go.
このレース最も人気を集めているのはここまで無敗2冠馬娘5番ゴールドシップ1番人気です。3番人気はこの子です。ここまで無敗グランプリ馬娘マヤノトップガン2番人気は2冠馬娘成田大臣十分に勝利を狙えますよ。私が一番期待している馬娘気合い入れてほしいですね。各馬娘ゲートに入って体勢整いました。
Alright. Luckily, with my end closers, we don't have to worry too much about late starts here. Goldship is really moving up front. Oh, and Taiki. Interesting. Alright. We were able to get Umastan. I believe that was off of Taishin, so they're proccing early. That's actually kind of good for us. Alright, we're proccing Professor of Curvature on Taishin. That's pretty good. Because this race is so long, we might be able to proc it on the end corner as well. That'd be really nice for us to be able to get that speed going here. Ramping up. Everything's looking pretty solid overall here. We kind of want them to hang back a little bit here for a while. It's really right when we come down to the final corner that we want them to start bumping up a little bit. But obviously, Saiyan Sky is doing Saiyan Sky things. They're probably going to tire out pretty quick here, to be honest with you. Alright, mid-race, Breath of Fresh Air sitting there. We got long straightaways on Taishin. So far, things are looking pretty solid. My Goldship's sitting in the back as per usual, like she always likes to do. Alright, we are prompting all the swinging maestros here, so we are getting our stamina fix going. Alright, there's Goldship's unique going through here. Hopefully she doesn't box herself in and is able to move out there. We got 2 and 3 going as we're getting into the final corners. That's looking pretty solid. Goldship's sitting at 6. Not half bad. As long as she doesn't get blocked, then we are sitting good. But it looks like she's sitting on the outside. Oh, she's kind of moving in a little bit, but we'll see how she does here. Alright. We got the 2 straightaway spurts here. We got no stopping me's procking as well. There's encroaching shadow from Taishin. That's looking very good. All right, we are dueling first and second here. Mayanotopgun's 4th. We're actually looking very solid for this end part here. Innate experience shouldn't hit. All right, we are going into our last spurt. We might actually hit it, boys. Okay, Professor of Curvature was able to proc that twice. That's really solid. We're dueling here. Hopefully that doesn't hurt us in the long end. We got Taishin and Goldship coming in the back. It looks like Taishin might hit it. Goldship's actually moving up. Holy shit, we got first and second. Yes! We are back-to-back champs. Yes! Yes! Holy crap. Goldship just right at the end. Taishin second. Yeah, baby! I'll take that drop kick. First, second, and 4th. Mayano got 4th. Holy crap. Oh my god, we did it. Yeah. Alright, I have to take a look at this. Okay. Oh, what did I say? 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 0.5. Taishin was just a half a length behind. That's the number 2 favorite. Yep, and I was right. This Goldship was the top contender there. 2.5 lengths behind that, and then another 2.5 lengths for my Mayano. Jeez. Yeah, I honestly didn't see much of anything from Atakane. I have to look back at the replay, but wow. God, I can't believe it. I hit first and second. Oh, man. That is awesome. Goldship goes down in history. Holy crap. Only the strongest tread here. I don't know about that. But I did have overall, I guess, a total win rate of 42% for the Libra Cup here. Let's take an overall look at things then. Overall, my Taishin win rate 21.3%. She was able to hit that top 3 a bit over half of the time, so I was pretty happy with that. Honestly, during the second round, this is when I accumulated the majority of my second and third places with that for the 80 races overall. Let's take a look here. There's my Goldship. Like I've been saying, it's either been way in the last or she hits first. Overall, she only had a win rate of about 12.5% chance. Top 3, she didn't even hit that half, but was able to really bring it out this time and was able to live up to expectations. Really, everyone was bringing a Goldship. It was obviously the meta, the strongest horse overall, and it actually turned out to be true. And then good old Mayanotopgun. I did try out a Halloween rice shower for the first 5 races, just for shits and giggles, but it wasn't really working at all. So I switched over to this top Mayanotopgun. Her win rate is only 8%. Honestly, she was just a 3rd slot filler, just because I was done tryharding. But she was able to make 4th, and that is pretty awesome. I will admit, the opponents that I were up against definitely weren't as strong as my opponents in the last cup. I really lucked out, to be honest with you, here against a couple of these folks. Yeah, this much. Ruby, you go watch some YouTube things and get a little bit more informed with what you need to bring for. Honestly, kudos for you to getting it to the grade A finals, because I wasn't even try-harding and I was having a hell of a time trying to get here. So good for you overall, and good games for you, Bijix here as well, to be able to make it to the finals. But yeah, overall, that is Libra Cup finals here, back-to-back Virgo Platinum, and now I am Libra Platinum. Next up is Scorpio Cup medium race. I don't know. I will have the MLB of Kitasan Black speed card for this next one, so that does free up my borrow slot for other folks here. We'll see how that turns out, and hopefully maybe I can make it a three-peat. Who knows? But yeah, overall, extremely excited and just surprised that I was able to hit first these two times. Guess that's it.